Praise Allah. This is interesting. Nature. This is your freedom. This is your citizenship. This is where we inhabited before we were colonized. You always inhabited the shores, where the rivers meet the ocean, the marshes. This is our homeland. It's Moorish Americans. You know, a lot of people talk, but the practice of peace and what is Islam in America, it's not commonly taught. It's not taught to commoners. It should be, but most commoners take it and turn it into commerce instead of keeping it divine, keeping these lands sacred and protected. Prophet told us to go, told us what Jesus did. He said, Jesus sat by a flowing spring on Friday. You know, at that time, it was a servant caste who was sitting by the spring, sitting by the stream, because that's all they had. Now, because here in the United States of America, most citizens don't understand their birthrights. They don't even know where the streams are in their region. They don't know how to operate as citizens. So this is your birthright, though. This is your homeland. It's vast, Moors. But how do you access it? It's not just about writing paperwork. It's more about your character, the principles you actually act out. The Moorish American community is responsible for teaching the African American community instead of causing division. But instead, most Moors have caused division because they were not taught within a Moorish American institution founded by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. They were taught by other institutions, or should I say within other institutions by other teachers. But this is what the Prophet taught about. Read his instructions. Read his Holy Quran in the Moorish Science Temple of America. But get a real teacher to teach you what the Prophet Noble Jew Ali taught. For instance, Moors should be able to adapt if they adapts. So all of these different organizations that came about after the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, why are we bickering with them instead of properly teaching them and performing the service that the Prophet Noble Jew Ali gave us as Moorish Americans to perform with them? We've been trying to form a political party for years instead of just accepting that the Black Panther Party is our political party, period. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense is the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. That started in Oakland, but the Black Panthers started with Stokely Carmichael, Loudoun County, and that's a political party. So it's always been our political party. The Hebrew Israelites are our Sunday school teachers. 5%ers are our entertainers, our musicians. This is just what it is. The nation are our business people, our school teachers, and those who graduate from them institutions and go and be our professionals. Instead of being divisive, we're supposed to be uniting. But instead, we arguing. You got people who say, you know, it don't matter what they call us, or it don't matter what we call ourselves, they call us nigga. That's a stupid statement. You got to understand why they call us nigga. Nigga. From niggas. Yeah, Brother Kendrick spoke about it. But what does that mean? If you understand the customs, that's why we got to know our own customs. You were called by the ruler. Period. So of course they're going to call us niggas, because all they know is their Christian king of Ethiopia, the niggas. And when they see us, that's what they see, the niggas. We belong to the niggas to them. We're under that command. We're going to always be that to them. So what? Who are we to us? We're Moors living in America. Go do your research about the ancient tribes that still call themselves Moors. Those ancient families that still go by Moor. Yeah, nationality is the order of the day, because we were breaking up the empires, and individual nations had to be known for the nature from which they come from so that they can control their natural resources. That's the purpose of nationality. But we Moors. Africa is a group of Moors, Ifriqiya. Akibalan is an Arabic word from the Ifriqiyans. It's not the oldest word. Amexim is. You go into the hieroglyphics of the Medu and you will see it as a Machem. We are not being taught the truth because we're arguing over stupid stuff. And other nations are forming around us and taking all of our natural resources. You got us more worried about Palestine and the Jews, but both of them are occupying our land. But we done migrated. And so we here now. And they want that land, they can have it. But sitting up over here, not understanding what we have, this vast birthright, this vast empire, is stupid. It makes no sense. Makes no sense. We need to unite as one people. The Million Man March showed us that. Farrakhan gave us a lot of good examples. But you got Moors who want to argue, that ain't my leader. He was the leader for as long as he was here in the public, and he's still teaching. Respect your elders, Moors. Yeah, the nation has hid the fact that we're Moors. They want to say that, okay, we black, because we come from the black essence. Okay, but as that black essence, what do we call ourselves? What do we call ourselves? What do we call ourselves? Yeah, we were the ones who spoke, let there be light. That's why you have the black candle lighting the other candles doing Kwanzaa. Let there be light. And it all came from the darkness. Yes, I understand that. But what do we call ourselves? We are love made manifest. In our language, that's more. So all this other stuff people want to argue about is just because they're uneducated, or because they're a part of the conspiracy to keep us from having us be us and controlling us. But the truth is here. And as the Quran says, it knocks the brains out of falsehood. Everybody was left to be put in place. Not just the European was left here long enough to teach us how to run a government. So was everybody else who leading us until we learn how to be ourselves and then step into our affairs of nations and sit at the table of nations and then become a government. That's a process. And Moors don't know how to go through the process because they always want to be the superior of something. I stepped away, people said, because I did. I was appointed governor by the Khalifa Council in 2016. In 2017, I enrolled in governor's school. Most people don't know that Moorish Americans actually have a school, a governmental school to train Moorish Americans in the truth. A Moorish American school. Once you go through the temple, which is for the teaching and instruction of all Moorish Americans, I mean, it's a teaching institution. You graduate, you should, but everybody playing people, having them in the temple for years like it's a church. No, it's a school, and you go through certain courses and degrees. Look at your charter if you have one. It tell you that. But a lot of people don't have charter temples, like I said before. It's only one kind of charter in the state of California right now that people operating under, and it's Cynthia Smith Bay in the South. But her charter isn't even signed. It isn't even signed, man. The real charter of the Khalifa, I still hold, signed by 7. And they were adepts. They were supposed to be going to be made chiefs. Some of them were. Those who were, no. One of them passed away. Rest in peace, Brother Hillbay. But yeah, all that confusion got to stop. There's no non-profit Moorish Science Temple of America that's functioning here in this state. That is the official Moorish Science Temple of America. The Moorish Science Temple of America is not a profit, so Booth Hill needs to tell the truth and stop lying. Cynthia needs to get her charter signed properly by Khnum Bay and registered if it's going to be the charter for the temple in this state. The Moore family need to be honored and respected for their continued work in teaching these crazy Moorish Americans as the one family that's structured here in this state and been structured. However, they feel like being appreciated and honored. A lot of these Moors are corrupt. And I don't even mention them. Booth still not corrupt. He's just confused. And Moors want me to teach them for free. Say it's a brotherhood thing. I understand that. But when you don't follow instructions and you think that you are equal, that's the problem. People are students. I have one equal in this state, and his name is Brother Moreland Hill. Everybody else is students and subordinates. Even Sister Cynthia in the Moorish Science Temple of America. As governess, as they call her. Because it ain't no grand governor. We'll respect the governorship, but no grand governor, no, none of that. All that's falsehood. According to the prophet's records and the prophet's words. Jones Bay, find you a region and be a sheep. And stop lying to the people talking about you the head. Stop lying to the people saying you head, man. Stop lying. Too many people trying. For you to say that you head of the Moorish Science Temple as a whole is just ridiculous. Stop doing that. Stop lying. Find you a region where you can properly operate and lead people and stop trying to lead people afar just online. I'm going to show you more as what a governor is. Because I did go to governor school and I did come back from officer school. And that's the facts. And I'm here in my state to operate. It don't mean trying to take control of y'all and y'all organizations or y'all individual temples. It's making sure that the prophet has his way. So that way I will make sure that the prophet have his way by telling the people the truth. And those who come in contact with you will know how to operate with you in Moorish love, in Moorish law. People want to talk about treaties. How you party are subject to the treaty. Just ask yourself that. And what connection do you have with those who are actually currently recognized as parties and subject to those treaties? If you can't really understand that and answer that question, then you lying to yourself and you being misled. Somebody lying to you. So do your research. Because California is where the prophecy supposed to come out of. We're going to make sure that that prophecy is fulfilled. Peace.